If you want 1 week early access to video or get exclusive and behind the scenes content, microtransact to Patreon link below. I bought stuff! Thundercats! Ho! Have you seen the Rainbow-Flash-F4-P yet? Big gamer. Okay, fine, I will. Well, if you haven't seen the last video, I opened a monitor that I was going to show off for 110 bucks, but it already came broken. So yeah, let's hope the same didn't happen to this case. Pretty sure there's tempered glass on here. Okay, I hear some of you suggesting that I mishandled the box when I didn't use a knife, and instead I used a little piece of metal I found from another case to open the top of the box, but that was the top of the box. You just gotta be really gentle with this. Oh, you hear it popping. Oh, just press enough to where it just pops. Like you're not slicing, you're letting God do all the work. I don't know what I'm saying. We're gonna get this side over here. Like that, you dirty bitch. This part is up to the case. If it consents, we'll open and have no hassle here. That's how you know it's ready. Oh, it just gives it to us. Caught on something. Oh, maybe the cardboard handle. Oh, and this foam fell off. Was it protecting this side? Because I feel like it should have been protecting the glass side. What's going on? So this seems like a smaller footprint case, even though it's a little taller. And it looks like they did the foam so that it's compatible with both the top and the bottom, so you don't have to keep track of which is which. The same mold. Gross, mold. All right, guys, tell me what you think. Big reveal. Huh? Yeah? A little dust filter up top. You know, little cattywampus, but a little bit of elbow grease won't fix. All right, let's start from this side. I mean, I haven't even seen the case yet. How about y'all stop being greedy? Let me have a little look-see. It is tall, not as long or wide. Long? Is this long or wide? I don't know. Doesn't matter. You would probably have some trouble fitting a very long card like a WindForce 3 or something in here. But none of the cards I have is really where I was planning on using, and this is going to be an issue. It does come with 4 fans, and there's a little cutout here to show off your little power supply because that matters or something. Glass on the front, and it looks like there is perforation for airflow, because if this was not here, it'd be completely choked. There's no other way to grab air except there's a tiny gap in the bottom, but that's probably nothing. But hopefully this is enough to give us some good, decent airflow. Nice solid pink. Man, I love pink cases. It's something that's always jumped out at me. My case right now is pink. Not this one. It seems to be at least the cheapest pink case you can get. Besides maybe the Vetri one, which is the one I have. All right, let's look at the ports up top. Got a little power button. It doesn't really like push in, or it does, but not like I'd want to. They're both kind of loud. But we have 2 USB 2, a USB 3, microphone, headphone, 2 spots for 120mm fans on the top. You can probably also put a radiator here. Let me just remove this to show you better. There you go. It can fit a 120mm in the back, a few different heights, so you can adjust the height on this fan. Again, there's 4 included RGB fans here. Whoa, that's an interesting mechanism. I've not seen this before. So it's not screwed in. It actually looks like there's supposed to be a thumb screw here. Okay, this is a different way I've seen this handled. Huh, interesting. So even with this on, you're still able to access the top 3 slots, because this is probably where your graphics card's gonna be. But the rest of them, you'd have to open it all the way up to use. Now the main issue with this case, I would have to say, are these included fans. I haven't heard them yet. I don't know if they're loud, but I do know that they're all connected or daisy-chained with Molex. Now it's a problem because you can't change, it runs straight off the power supply, so you can't change or tweak the speed of the fan in the BIOS. That's an interesting USB 3 header. I've not seen one that looked quite like this. I don't know, it just looks a little strangely shaped. I do like how there's little plastic notches though. Like it will kind of stick in where it's supposed to. We got our front panel headers, we've got HD audio, and we have our other USB 2s. Now the holes down here suggest there may be space for a 2.5-inch and 3.5-inch drive for the bottom, but just one it looks like. Okay, and these screws are cheap. They feel about as high quality as these screws, you know, for the backside panel. Now this build, I still don't know if I'm actually going to record the build this is for, just because it may be a little too complicated. It is an update to my sister's computer. She's had 3 different computers now, and this will be the 4th revision, and we're pretty much starting from scratch on this one. Okay, it's got some instructions. Oh, and they're colored. Wow, okay. Power supply off, blah blah, who cares? Fan on PSU cover, huh? Oh god. Alright, and now there is this. Why did you give me another PCI Express slot cover? Okay, well I guess these ones are the really cheap ones that you just like bend away and break. This, however, you can screw in, I guess, for whatever reason. Alright, what kind of goodies you gonna give us? Come on, DIYPC. You've actually progressed pretty far over the last many years. Went from like the bottom dollar cases to, well, you're still, I mean, very competitively priced and still obviously cheaper, but it looks good. Good selection of hex screws and then like SSD and some brass standoffs. It includes 1 twist tie for your cables, you know, that'll probably be plenty. Oh, okay, I see the tray now. There is a tray up here. Look at this. Are you looking, guys? There's a tray for a hard drive on the top and the bottom. So you can put one down here and you can mount one to this and put it up here. That's actually pretty cool. So there is options. So it's hard to see with the way the light is, but you can see the first 2 holes right here. The other ones are right on the edge of the inside of the case. But then the ones down here, these are like raised off. And then there's only one in this bottom corner, and there's not a 4th screw up here. But for SSDs, I mean, you just do 1 screw and you'll be fine. You don't even need to screw it. Fuck it. Double side tape it, doesn't matter. Leave it hanging, I've done that. Ooh, actually the worst part of this case will have to be, yeah, definitely the cable management. So we all know how big, fat, thick a 24-pin cable is. There's like, ow, frick. That hurt. Just some metal, you know? I think that's one of the, is that a standoff? Yeah, that's a standoff. There's not a lot of room here. I mean, the 8-pin should be able to fit through here, and there is a little cutout at the top for this one. There's even another cutout up here, which is, I guess, cool. Actually, no. Well, if an ATX case is in here, there's not going to be any room for, you can't put anything through here because the standoffs go beyond this point for an ATX motherboard. So I'm not going to be building in this case today, but I'm showing it off. It's cool. Yeah, looks like it's going to have some problems. A cutout down here for whatever reason. So I guess the only place with an ATX board in here, you could put the 24 pins right through here, which is the same spot the SATA cables have to go through. Oh well, I guess we'll see how it works. I will test the fans though right now. Oh, and we can see the RGB as well. You can't control it by software or like a remote. It's just, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, doobie doobie doobah doobie doobie doo, you know what I'm saying? There we go. It's a very low hum. Can you guys hear that? Wait. And with 3 fans up front, it should be pushing out enough air. That is quiet. Much quieter than I expected. Quite a low hum. That's actually really good. Very solid points. And this is enough RGB. While it can't be changed, these are pretty colors. Good combination, green, blue, pink, purple, or / red, I guess, and then white. No changing the RGB. It is what it is, and if you want to get other fans, sure. But if you do get other fans, just get some Noctuas, you know? What is this, 2017? No one cares about RGB no more. All right, well, that's about it with this case. I just wanted to show it off, and yeah, I'm actually quite impressed, DIYPC. You've come a long way. Now, actually, I would still like to see a 5¼ inch bay. You know, you got 3 fans up here. Is that really necessary? You could cram just a little 5¼ inch. You know what? While I'm here, I will test the length of a graphics card. All right, so this 7970 from XFX, yeah, it's an old card, I know. Just over 10.5 inches, and it could fit in here. I think your limit's gonna be 12 inches. And yeah, if I measure the inside, well, would you look at that? Yeah, you'd have to get it at quite an angle, and it would be a little crowded. But yeah, you can put a foot-long graphics card in here, or a sub sandwich, whatever soaks your goat. That is about it for today. Thank you for joining me, and have a good day.